Hello, good evening. This is Nurse Caloy. Gusto ko pong bumati sa inyo lahat, to all my friends here and abroad, especially sa Hawaii. Uh, just wanna do this video to share what I've experienced with these two giants fast food, McDonald's and Jollibee. Okay, last week, I went to AUB by Governor's D. Mangubat Avenue in front of De La Salle University and Hospital. And after my transaction with the bank, I went to McDonald's to order coffee for me and my driver. Of course, being a diabetic since 2000, and now I'm on insulin, of course, I'll be very watchful with the sugar. I ordered coffee for me and my driver, and I requested for a regular sugar for my driver and Splenda or equal for me, being a diabetic patient since 2000. And the cashier told me straight, without thinking, she said, "Oh, sorry po, wala po kami niyan." So, me, as a thinking mind person, I said, no, that should not be possible, because McDonald's is a big chain of fast food. It's a big company. So, because I really wanted to drink my coffee, because I'm a coffee drinker. In fact, I have a mug with me here. You see the mug? This is made in Hawaii. I brought it home in the Philippines. Sinabi ko, "Where's your supervisor?" So she called the supervisor. And I told the supervisor and asked him, "Sir, meron ho ba kayong Splenda or Equal or Activia? Kasi I'm a diabetic person and I don't want regular sugar for my coffee." Kasi sabi nitong cashier niyo, wala raw kayo. The supervisor just stepped twice to his right and he grabbed a lot of Splenda and he showed it to the cashier. Sabi niya, "Ito, madami." And then I don't know what happened next, if he reprimanded the cashier or something like that. But anyway, I asked for my Splenda sugar, so we left. That's the first story. And this morning, it was a long day for me. I went to the doctor's clinic this morning, and from there I went straight to the Philippine airport ticketing to rebook my flight back to Hawaii, supposedly for tomorrow. So I have to drive all the way to the airport to rebook it. Cut the story short, I was able to rebook my flight back to Hawaii. So after coming out from the ticketing office, there was this Jollibee, which is a few meters away from the ticketing office. So I ordered. There were two persons ahead of me. So I waited. I followed the queue. And then when it's my turn, sabi ko sa babae, "Can I order 2 coffee? 2 regular sugar for that coffee and 1 coffee for me, black, with Splenda or Equal and or Activia." The lady said, "Oh, sorry po, wala po kami niyan, sir." Again, I said, no. Of course, basing from my previous experience with McDonald's, I told the lady, I don't believe so, because Jollibee is a big chain of fast food and it's a big company. So the supervisor, there's a guy with his back facing on us and he's doing something. So I said, "Excuse me, sir, are you the supervisor?" And he nodded, and his name is Mark. Remember, this Jollibee is in the airport near the ticketing office at Philippine Airlines. So I told the guy, can I have a coffee and Splenda sugar or equal because I'm a diabetic person? Your cashier said you guys don't have. And this is the response from the manager or supervisor. Actually, sir, we have, but it's in the basement where our stockroom is located. I said, why? Why do you keep there? Why don't you just keep it in the front row so you could always give it to whenever needing this kind of sugar? And this is his response. Sorry po kasi bibihira lang po ang humihingi niyan. Oh my God, I said, that is wrong answer. I told the guy, yes, I swear. I told him with the finger like, that's a wrong answer. Why would you assume that there's no one needing that? How do you know if there's... So I said, oh my God, I just cut my words, but I was very upset. But I already made my payment for the 2 coffees. And so I waited for a few minutes. I said, excuse me, sir, may kumukuha ba na asukal? I said, papakuha ko pa lang po. That flares me up. And I said, forget it. Give me back my payment for this 2 coffee. Kinuha ko, binalik sa akin ng manager or supervisor na yon. Turuan mo, una, sabi ko, I said it in a nice way. Sir, you need to teach your staff or your crew what is the difference between a regular sugar and Splenda or equal sugar for diabetes. Kasi kailangan alam nila yan. Hindi yung sasagot ka agad or orada. Wala po. Okay? So, I took my money back and went away and drove away. So, on our way back home, because I'm a coffee drinker, like what I said, let's drink to that. I love the Splenda sugar on my coffee. On our way back to our place, we passed by another McDonald's. This time, we went through the drive-through. And, of course, there were 2 cars ahead of us. Then, pagdating namin sa bintana, umorder ako. Miss, pa-order nga ako ng isang kape. Like what I said, I'm a coffee, maybe I drink 6 to 8 glasses of coffee the whole day. I know it's bad, but it's just my habit. So dumaan kami din sa McDonald's, sa drive-thru nila. I asked, can I have 2 coffee? Again, for my driver and for me, black, and I requested for same sugar, Splenda. And the girl, or cashier lady, told me, sorry po, wala kami. And that time, I didn't make any comment. But we were stuck because there were 2 cars ahead of us. So naghintay kami ng mga 5-10 minutes bago kami nakapag-drive on. So sabi ko sa driver, it's okay, sir, malapit na tayo sa bahay. Doon na lang ako magkakape. So, again, I don't know. It's just like what happened to... This time, these are not the giant fast food chain. This time naman is a Unitop, which is a new built or newly opened mall dito sa area namin sa Dasmariñas. This was a week ago. I was looking for a box of Equal or Splenda. I remember I went to SM Dasma and I bought that box, which cost 240 for about 100 pieces or sachet of Splenda. I asked, before I went to SM, I went to Unitop and asked the ladies, the associates or sales ladies. And the lady said, meron ba kayong Splenda? Sabi ko. I asked. At sagot niya, wala po, sir. Pero nakita ko sa mukha niya, parang di niya alam yung sinasabi ko. So, bravely, sabi ko, excuse me, miss, sorry sabi ko, Alam mo ba yung hinahanap ko, yung Splenda? Kasi mabilis kang sumagot eh. Alam mo ba yon? Tingin siya sa akin, see, hindi mo alam. Then may lumapit na isang associate, maybe her friend. Sabi niya, Brad, alam mo ba yung Splenda? Opo. Do, sinabi nung lalaki, hindi mo alam ang Splenda? Asukal yon, kulay dilaw ang sachet. Pang sa mga diabetes yun, sabi nung lalaki dun sa babae. Sorry, I'm not trying to embarrass you, sabi ko sa babae. Pero dapat mag-isip ka muna o kaya magtanong ka kung meron kayong asukal na ganun or wala. Kesa yung sasagot ka agad ora-orada. So that pissed me off. I was telling them, or the supervisor manager, when they hire a frontliner or staff at the front row or front desk, they should be well-oriented para alam nila kung anong binibili ng mga customer. Because I'm not the only diabetic patient who goes into this fast food chain. Paano kung na-experience nila ng gano'n, so they're just drinking their coffee with regular sugar? But not for me. I am very, very careful with my diabetes. Because I'm taking insulin. And I'm 63. I want to take care of my health. So I just want to share this experience with those two giants, fast food, to all diabetic patients, to avoid these areas, places where I've been through and had this bad experience with regards to the diabetic sugar, Equal or Splenda. So I hope you listen, and it's up to you if you're gonna go see those, because they might just tell you, wala po kami, wala pong ganon. So that's a tip, I hope you like and watch this video. Thank you for subscribing, Nurse Caloy. Magandang gabi po. Salamat po sa inyong lahat. Bye-bye. Ay, bago pala ako mamaalam, yung halaga po ng isang asukal na Splenda is 240. Ang 100 pieces of Splenda or sachet. Napapaisip tuloy ako, bakit hindi sila naglalagay dun sa front? Isn't it dapat yan ang unang tinitignan nila pag nagbubukas sila ng tindahan nila? To make sure may asukal, may kutsara, may tissue, ganun-ganon. Bakit wala yung mga Splenda or Equal? Kasi po, sabi ng driver ko, na used to work with JOLLIBEE dito sa may Imus. Sabi niya, kasi po, mahal po kasi yan. Kaya hindi po nila inilalabas lahat. Yun po, sabi, hindi po galing sa akin yun. Tawagan nyo ako kung may question kayo sa sinabi ko yun. Galing ho sa driver ko na used to work sa JOLLIBEE sa may Imus. Ganun daw ang nangyayari. At saka yung isang kaibigan ko rin, tinatabi raw talaga nila yun kasi mahal yung Splenda at Equal. Tulad ng nasabi ni Mark, yung supervisor dun sa JOLLIBEE sa Philippine Airlines, katabi ng ticketing, konti lang naman daw ang naghahanap. Kaya yung asukal nila ay nandun sa stockroom sa basement. Kaya sabi sa kanya, mali. Huwag mong i-assume lahat ng taong ganyan paano nilang kung may diabetic na naghahanap? Pag-aantayin nyo? Sabi ko, kukuha pa kayo sa basement? That's not a good service. Sabi kong ganon. I hope he's not offended with that, and hopefully he'll learn dun sa sinabi ko na dapat mag-stock sila readily for their customers. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi. Bye-bye.